Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for a plan with me from August 28th until September 3rd. I live on a tropical island. We don't get fall or spring or winter. It is the rainy season and the less rainy season because we live on a tropical island. It is currently the rainy season, but aka typhoon season. But I still want to be able to be in the almost fall-y mood. So I was looking through my kits and I found this one from last year from Poppy Print Shop, and I thought that it was fall-ish. So here is the kit, and I will tell you already that I am behind on this week because I have been busy sewing. So most of a couple of days are going to just be sewing stuff. Whoops. So this one says, don't quit your daydream. And it's got lots of feathers, and the color palette was just very fall-ish to me. So I am going to go ahead and get started, and I will talk to you in the voiceover. Hi guys, welcome back to the voiceover section of the plan with me. So I've been having a massively occupied week. It's not really busy. I was busy. My week wasn't busy, if that makes any sense at all. So I did my plan with me super late. It was like Saturday or Friday night or something along those lines when I finally did this plan with me. And my husband went out and tried to make me studio lighting. We have not figured out how to make it work just yet. As you can see between my camera, which is definitely not the best camera, and my lighting, which is again from Home Depot, I have noticed that the lighting in this plan with me is going to be very, very iffy. I might try again and reset the lighting on my camera. Right now I have it set to audio, and that might be the biggest problem of all of it, is that it's set to audio instead of something specific. But I had it set, the way I had it set earlier, it was really yellow, and so this was a lot better, and I didn't know exactly how it was going to turn out until I plugged it in and started watching the video, and it's definitely got some yellow, and some spots are really yellow. So I started off by putting on the date headers, like I said, really yellow. And I kind of started the sidebar, but I really don't do anything with the sidebar. I just put the little quote sticker on it. And then I moved on to the washi strips, as you can see here. And I put them down crooked. I am just a mess when it comes to these things. Total mess. And I kind of worked backwards. I started on Saturday and worked my way forwards, completely forgetting about Sunday, which was so much fun to open up my planner and realize I didn't do Sunday. So as you can see, I am putting down the 2 full boxes and the weekend sticker for the weekend. I thought that this kit was really cute, and it was great for the beginning of fall. And I know my friends are teasing me, oh, poor me, I live on a tropical island, wah, wah, wah. But I am a fall person. I love Halloween. I love when the leaves change colors. I love sweater weather. It is my favorite time of the year. And I live on a tropical island. We don't get sweater weather. We don't get cold anything. If I'm lucky, the humidity is down, but that's only for part of the year. This is the wet season. It is more humid outside. It's also typhoon season, so all those hurricanes so unfortunately things like Harvey, which poor Texas is having to deal with, and I was raised in Texas, and so, well, I was a split custody kid, so I was raised partially in Texas and partially in Seattle. But Texas always has like this very special place in my heart. And to see what's been happening to the people in Houston is just saddening. But we have typhoons here and not hurricanes. So a hurricane is the same storm as a typhoon, except for a typhoon is in the middle of the ocean and a hurricane is over land. And so it is that time of the year. So everyone's kind of prepping here for a typhoon. And I guess they haven't had a really good one around here in a while. And it looks like the Atlantic is getting hammered with them, because first you have Harvey and now you've got Irma that's working up. And so it's just kind of saddening, and it's a little scary being in the middle of the ocean and knowing that if one of these things decides to gear up on the Pacific instead of the Atlantic, we are probably going to get hit. So yeah, it is that time of the year. Anyways, all that to say that I am super going to miss the fall season, because it's just not something we get here. So working backwards from Saturday, because like I said, I didn't do Sunday, as you can plainly see. So Saturday, I had a baby shower to go to, and we have very limited resources as far as stores around here. Basically, we have Ross, a couple of higher end stores, and I'm talking like Coach and Versace and Rolex and all the touristy areas. Thank you very much to all of the Japanese tourists. We have a very booming tourist area. And as much as the touristy strip of Guam is very pretty, it is also not somewhere where we shop. So we do a lot of our shopping at the Exchange and at Ross. So we got the parents to be a couple of cute little, clothing accessories, and then I made them a blanket. And I spent nearly the entire week working on this blanket. So you will notice that every day has something blanket related. There's some workout related stuff. There's a few book related things. I finished one book this week, and I have one more that I'm working on. We finally got Elise set up with a soccer team. The soccer groups around here are real hit and miss on if they get back to you. And so we ended up finding somebody at church that was active with the soccer community and was able to nudge us in the right direction, told us to come on Thursday at 5 in the afternoon and to get her signed up. And we were actually able to get her signed up, and she was able to do about half of the practice with them on Thursday, which was really great. And it actually gives us something to plan. Wow, we're boring people during the week. So this week is going to be a little bit more exciting because we actually have some real plans. But last week it was me stressing out over this blanket. My sewing machine is really great for the piecing parts of it. It's actually it's a clothing sewing machine, so it's got a lot of like funky cute stitches, and it's really kind of made to sew clothes with. But I'm trying to make quilts with it, and it does not do well with the quilting. It does good with embroidery, it does good with clothes and simple stitching, but when you come to quilting, the neck is not deep enough and it does not stitch well. So I ended up spending the majority of the week making this blanket, and then I spent all of Friday yelling at the blanket because I was trying to quilt it and the stitches weren't working. So I ended up having to rip out almost all the stitches and put them back in a simple, I was trying to do like a more intricate pattern and follow the stitches that I made throughout the blanket to make it look really pretty and unified. But I ended up having to rip them all out and just put it in straight lines because it was just not happening. So between the blanket and all of our soccer stuff, of course, you know that we work out, at least we try to. This week was terrible, so we didn't get a lot of working out done. We had midweek on Wednesday, which I just put down, as you can see, with another blanket one. And church is one of those things that's really important to us, and we go every Sunday, and we go most Wednesdays. Pretty soon here, the Wednesdays should be cutting off, and we will actually have family groups instead, which can vary on days. And our group, I think, meets on Fridays. At least it did. I don't know if it still does. But as we were coming closer to the beginning of the week, the Saturday, Friday, Thursday, I knew what was going on, so I had no problem putting those ones together. I had to ask some questions and do a little bit more fishing around to figure out what we did earlier in the week. I had done a haul and my monthly plan with me. My monthly plan with me will be up this Wednesday, and the haul should be up next Wednesday. I did some reading. I started History's All You Left Me, but I also finished the last installment of the Mortal Instruments, the 6th book, The City of Heavenly Fire. That's what I finished up this last week. I've been making my way through those books for the last couple of months, so that was always nice. But the rest of the time, I'm still having narcolepsy issues, and on at least Tuesday, I know I passed out for a while, so I actually put a sticker in for that one. It's been kind of like I said, it was very eventful, but it wasn't very busy, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Sure. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking about trying to put in a picture of the blanket that I made, and I'm not really sure how to do that. So I might just stick a spot in here and kind of put a little picture up in the corner so you guys can see what it looks like. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So hold on just a second. All right, there it is. There is a picture of my daughter holding up the blanket. It was just a kind of a quick little look, and I figured I wasn't doing anything on that portion of the screen. So I went ahead and just put it in so you can see what I was working on all week. The back is very, very unintricate. It's just some basic square patterns just to, make the back look nice too. So yeah, that's basically all I did this week was that blanket. It was a real time-consuming ordeal, but I think it turned out fairly well. I would have been very happy with it had the quilting not been such a massive fiasco. And I'm really, really hoping that none of my stitches have any issues, because I had to pull so many stitches out. As far as the rest of the week goes, since I was already done for the most part with the week, I didn't want to really focus on tracking anything. The only thing I wanted to track was my no spend, so I can look back and see what I have bought over the last month, and I've only spent like 2 different things. Very, very minimal spending, and I'm actually very proud of that. It's a little sad though, because the mail has stopped coming. I'm down to my last couple of things, and it's very depressing. But since I also had this huge space on the sidebar, I went ahead and kind of filled it in with the last of the washi and a couple of deco. And this is where I noticed that, you forgot to do Sunday. So I had no washi left over for Sunday because I used it all in the sidebar, and got to instead try to figure out how to finagle this so that it still looks like a cohesive non-mess. I didn't write anything in, but the first little square was church, which I have written in now. And the next little box, the to-do box, was just some little things that we did. We went to Big Navy and checked out the prices of the water coolers to make sure that I got a good deal on the one we bought on Saturday. And we went and looked for water and couldn't find it. Went to Vitamin and rolled another bust. It was just not good. We also did back and buys, and I read some more of History's All You Left Me, which I have to finish because it's due back to the library and I can't check it out because there's a list for it. But anyways, this is the end of it, as well as all of the empty sheets and then all of the full sheets that I have left. I don't like using the black ones because it's just too hard to see them, so I'm going to end up using those for something else later. And then you have all the deco and little things that I didn't get to use. So I will see you guys later. Bye.